People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you People's State Bank and Grant Regional Health Center coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Faust Electric, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Bytech Incorporated, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Claire Bank, Donnie's Tire and Auto, Fuller's Milker Center, Gary's Pest Control, Community First Bank, Guy's Truck and Tractor Service, Hernson's Ace Hardware, Krantz Auto Parts, the Peterson Agency, the Raleigh Cheese House, Mound City Bank, the Russell Law Office, the Shoebox, Sloan Implement, Timmerman's Talents, Tricor Insurance, and Wolf Construction.
Good afternoon and welcome to the softball complex at River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. It's time for WIA postseason softball, and we are in the regional semifinal round as both teams try to keep their season alive as the River Ridge Timberwolves take on the Highland Cardinals on our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school softball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on Dubuque Super Hits 106, superhits106.com, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Dictanis, and this is the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. River Ridge is the number 3 seed in the sectional 4 bracket in the WIAA softball postseason bracket in Division 5, taking on Highland, the number 6 seed on the season, as these conference rivals go head-to-head for one final time in this 2025 campaign. River Ridge, as the number 3 seed, has an overall record of 16-8. They were 11-7, which was good for 4th place in the Six Rivers Conference this year. Highland comes into today's game with a record of 12-14 overall, with a conference record of 8-10, as both teams, again, try to keep their season alive and play for a regional championship coming up on Thursday. The winner of this game takes on the winner of number 2-seeded Barneveld and number 7-seeded Potosi Cassville, and we will follow the winner of both of those games to the regional championship on Thursday on one of our Queen Bee Radio family of stations, which we'll sort out after our coverage today wraps up. Other games in this bracket include number 1-seeded Belmont hosting number 8-seeded Pecatonica, and the number 5-seed Judah Albany traveling to Wazeeka to take on the number 4-seeded Wazeeka Steuben Hornets. This is just one of 3 games on our Queen Bee Radio family of stations here today over on 97.7 Country WGLR. We have Lancaster at Richland Center. That is in Division 3. And in Division 2 over on X1071 and X1071.com, we have Platteville at West Salem. And if we have any updates on those games, we'll bring them to you on our Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Coming up next on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show, we'll set up the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups, our Russell office's injury report, the Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game, and the opening pitch between Highland and River Ridge. WIA Division 5 Regional Semifinal. Our Raleigh Cheese pregame show is presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. More after this on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1. From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop into the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
One bite at Los Aztecas and your taste buds will be shouting, Olé! Check out their new menu and website with daily dine-in lunch and dinner specials at Los Aztecas in Dubuque, Galena, and Prairie du Chien. For carryout orders, see their menu at losaztecasiwi.com.
Pre-game one.
Raleigh Chiefs pregame show continues on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, WIAA Division 5 Regional Semifinal. River Ridge hosting Highland. Winner advancing to the regional championship coming up on Thursday night. No players to report on our Russell office's injury report. If you've been injured, contact Russell offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLaw.wi.com. Let's get you the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. Setting up the starters for the Highland Cardinals. Again, 12-14 overall on the season. They were 8-10 in the Six Rivers Conference this year. The number 6 seed in Sectional 4A in Division 5. Their starting lineup goes like this. Leading off will be the center fielder, number 3, Anna Hennessy. Batting second, the designated player, number 21, Ava Mitchick. She bats in place of the first baseman, number 8, Sophia Terrell. Batting third, the third baseman, number 23, Brinley Ballant. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 10, Faith Hoffman. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 15, Celia Olson. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 30, Cora Healy Doherty. Batting seventh, the pitcher, number 16, Kate Terrell. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 1, Samiran Halverson. And running out the batting order for Highland, the catcher, number 9, Emily Laufenberg. Again, the batting order for Highland, Hennessy, Mitchick, Ballant, Hoffman, Olson, Healy Doherty, Terrell, Halverson, Laufenberg. Those are the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups for the Highland Cardinals in this regional semifinal matchup. Coming up next, we'll get you the starters for the River Ridge Timberwolves as our Raleigh Chiefs pregame show continues on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pre-game 2.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Pre-game 2.
Raleigh Chiefs pregame show continues on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, getting ready for Highland and River Ridge in WIAA Division 5 regional semifinal action. Let's get to the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineup for the River Ridge Timberwolves. Again on the season, 16-8 overall, 11-7 in the Six Rivers Conference this year. And their starting lineup goes like this. Leading off, the center fielder, number 13, Josie Drone. Batting second, the shortstop, number 6, Harper Kramer. Batting third, playing first base, number 21, Elena Gage. Batting in the cleanup spot, the catcher, number 18, Abby Doyle. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 2, Aaron Adrian. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 11, Mallory Krubel. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 22, Elena Brinkman. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 23, Keely Redman. And rounding out the starting lineup for River Ridge, the left fielder, number 12, Maya Drone. And the batting order for the Wolves, Drone, Kramer, Gage, Doyle, Adrian, Krubel, Brinkman, Redman, Drone. Those are the Fuller's Milker Center starting lineups for the River Ridge Timberwolves. See Fuller's complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back with the Cuba City Family Dental colors of the game and the first pitch between River Ridge and Highland. WIAA Division 5 Regional Semifinal. This has been the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. First pitch coming up next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 3.
Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Whether you're an athlete or a spectator, control your drive on our streets, county roads, and highways to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. This message from the Queen Bee Radio family of stations and the WIAA.
Trade out and trade up with the Gia Milking Performance promotion at Fuller's Milker Center. For a limited time, trade out your old milking units and liners and immediately benefit by trading up to a better milking performance at substantial savings. Choose from the Gia IQ milking unit or the classic 300E milking unit, both available with a GQ liner package. Plus, save if you need to swap Jetter cups too. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your Gia dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center to find out how you can save big trading out and trading up on new Gia milking equipment technology.
Pregame 3.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school softball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and overhead doors on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Our softball coverage today is also sponsored by Worco Transportation. For employment opportunities or to plan your next getaway, visit WorcoTransportation.com. Worco Transportation of Bloomington. Also brought to you by I Don't Care Pub and Grub in North Andover. Where do you want to go? I don't care, that's where. Great food, cold drinks, and great times await you at I Don't Care Pub and Grub in North Andover. Also by Langmeyer Lumber, your one-stop for lumber. The contractors go to Langmeyer Lumber, and you should too. Langmeyer Lumber in Bloomington. Also by River Ridge Realty Southwest, call Barbara Bernhardt, broker-owner, here to help you in every aspect of buying or selling real estate. River Ridge Realty Southwest LLC, serving Southwest Wisconsin. Our colors of the game brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. River Ridge in their home black jerseys, black pants, purple socks. River Ridge written across the chest in purple with purple numbers. And Highland in their traveling white jersey tops with red sleeves, red numbers. Highland written across the chest in red with red pants and white socks. Those are the colors of the game, brought to you by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Tyler Duktanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Closing in on the first pitch between River Ridge and Highland in this WIAA Division 5 regional semifinal. Again, the winner of this game takes on the winner of Potosi Cassville and Barneveld. Potosi Cassville, the number 7 seed, Barneveld, the 2 seed. And again, we will follow the winner of this game to that regional championship on a Queen Bee Radio station to be determined based on the outcome of the other games in our area. Again, the top half of this bracket, Belmont, the number 1 seed, hosting number 8 seeded Pecatonica. And number 5 seeded Judah Albany travels to Wazeeka to take on Wazeeka Steuben. Game today brought to you by Blue Jays Bar and Grill in Bloomington. Great taste like Blue Jays Friday Fish Fry and great pizza options are just some of what you'll find. See their menu on Facebook and at Blue Jays Bar and Grill in Bloomington. Also by the Highland State Bank. Come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank. Visit highlandstatebank.net. Don's Tire in Highland. Don's Tire is your neighborhood Goodyear Tire Center. Count on the trusted local pros at Don's Tire at the bottom of Main Street in Highland. Also by Lucky's Bar and Grill. Enjoy Taco Tuesday and Friday Fish. And follow Lucky's Bar and Grill on Facebook for other specials. That's Lucky's in Bagley. Also by Community First Bank, being the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com. Member FDIC. The River Ridge defense has taken the field as we await the leadoff hitters for Highland to get this party started here at River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. Again, it's Anna Hennessy, Ava Mitchell, and Brindley Blount due up for Highland in the top of the first inning. The defensive alignment for River Ridge in the outfield from left to right, Maya Drone, Josie Drone, and Redmond. And then from third to first, it's Krubel, Kramer, Brinkman, and Gage. And Doyle is catching for the pitcher today, Aaron Adrian. Aaron Adrian, 14-7 on the season, 137 innings pitched, 143 strikeouts, has an ERA of 3.17 and a whip of 1.31. As Anna Hennessy steps into the box, here's the first pitch from Aaron Adrian, and we're off and running here from River Ridge High School in Patch Grove on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. The first pitch is a called ball, and the 1-0 pitch does catch the strike zone to make the count 1-1. Anna Hennessy, wearing number 3, plays center field. Waits a 1-1 pitch, and this one hit into straightaway center field, and a basket catch, and is it caught? Yes, it is for the out. What a catch by Josie Drone in center field, one away after a diving basket catch to get the first out of the inning. Now that brings up the designated player, number 21, Ava Mitchell, batting in place of the first baseman, number 8, Sophia Terrell, and the first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Mount City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. This pitch is fouled off and caught along the fence along the right field line. I believe that was Elena Gage chasing that one down to make the catch. So a pop out in foul territory gets us the second out of the inning. Now we see the third baseman, number 23, Brindley Blount at the dish. First pitch is the ball, 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Prairie Land Grain Systems of Glen Haven. Contact Phil Miles for your grain handling needs, specializing in grain bins, grain legs, conveyors, and grain handling dryers. Prairie Land Systems of Glen Haven. Pitch is now 2-1 to Brindley Blount. If she reaches base, the cleanup hitter, number 10, Faith Hoffman, standing on deck. 2-1 pitch, catches the strike zone to make the count, 2-2. Adrian winds up, here's the 2-2. This one popped up again along the right field line, but it'll be Brinkman coming from second base to pull it down. Line out, pop out, pop out. The Cardinals go down in order. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Wolves up to bat next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 1.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family Dental. Something we take pride in is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Our investment in the latest technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile the best it can be. Contact Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental now, and let's start this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In Game 1.
Josie Drone, Harper Carey, and Elena Gage due up for the River Ridge Timberwolves in the bottom of the first inning. Still scoreless here from River Ridge High School and our Grant Regional Health Center and People State Bank coverage of high school softball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. The first pitch swung on and missed by Josie Drone. As Kate Terrell set to deliver the 0-1 pitch. Here's the windup. Pitch catches the strike zone for strike 2. Josie Drone on the season batting .306 with an on-base percentage of .474. And that pitch catches, or does not catch the strike zone. It's outside for ball 1. I don't care. Prop and Grub in North Andover. Where do you want to go? I don't care. That's where. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And a swinging strikeout gets the first out of the inning for the Highland Cardinals. Great food, cold drinks, and great times await you at I Don't Care Pub and Grub in North Andover. Now here's Harper Kramer, the shortstop at the dish. Lays down a bunt, and the ball spins foul just barely. And she'll come back to the batter's box and try it again. Langmeyer Lumber, your one stop for lumber. The contracts to go to Langmeyer Lumber, and you should too. Langmeyer Lumber in Bloomington. Count is 0-1 to Harper Kramer. 0-1 pitch, looks at that one. And that is a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. To the second batter of the order for River Ridge, Harper Kramer. Elena Gage on deck for the Wolves. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts thrown by Kate Terrell. Now Elena Gage will try and extend the inning for the Wolves. First baseman wears number 21, batting .442 on the season with a non-base percentage of .488. First pitch, looks at that one, that's a called strike. Worco Transportation for employment opportunities or to plan your next getaway. Visit worcotransportation.com. Worco Transportation of Bloomington. This one lifted down the left field line and it hooks out of play, foul. And that makes the count 0-2 to Elena Gage. No one on and 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Still scoreless between River Ridge and Highland. As Gage back in the box, left-handed batter awaits the 0-2 from Kate Terrell. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball's dropped, but the throw to first will be in time. So 3 strikeouts thrown by Kate Terrell. Puts the Wolves down in order. Let's go to the second inning. Still scoreless between River Ridge and Highland in our Division 5 regional semifinal on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 2.
Dubuque and All That Jazz is back and celebrating 3 decades of toe tapping, soul shaking, community love and fun. On Friday, June 6th, 5 p.m. to 10:30, Town Clock Plaza in downtown Dubuque, it turns into the ultimate summer stage. Catch the Business, Chicago's funk and soul powerhouse, plus the DZ Combo, and the Roosevelt Middle School Jazz Band gets it started. Great music, cold drinks, and local food trucks. Admissions free. Bring a chair, bring your crew, and enjoy the good vibes. Dubuque and All That Jazz, 30 years of rhythm, soul, and community.
Buying a mattress can seem overwhelming. How soft should you go, or how firm? How much support do you need? All great questions and all tough to figure out without the right guidance. Hi, I'm Jeremy Culbertson, and I've been building and selling mattresses with Dubuque Mattress for over 10 years, and with our guidance, we take all the stress out of mattress shopping. We guarantee you will love your Dubuque mattress, or we'll change it for you until you do.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
In Game 2.
Faith Hoffman, Celia Olson, and Cora Healy-Doherty due up for Highland in the top of the second inning. Still scoreless on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Count is 1-0 and now 1-1 as this pitch is fouled off by Faith Hoffman. Highland went down in order in the first inning. A line out to center field, then 2 pop-outs. And now the 1-1. This one hit into right field, but it's going to drop foul just along the right field line. Blue Jays Bar and Grill in Bloomington. Great taste like Blue Jays Friday Fish Fry and great pizza options are just some of what you'll find. See their menu on Facebook and at Blue Jays Bar and Grill in Bloomington. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Faith Hoffman. Looks at that pitch, and that's a called strike 3, a backwards K. First strikeout of the game pitched by Aaron Adrian. 1 away in the top of the second inning. River Ridge nothing, Highland nothing. Now Celia Olson at the plate. Plays shortstop. That's right-handed and pops this one to the catcher, and a basket catch by Doyle. Quickly gets the second out of the inning. Second pop out in foul territory for Highland on the game. And now it's Corey Healy-Doherty trying to extend this inning for Highland as I believe 4 pitches have been thrown in this inning. And pops this one foul and unable to catch that one as Doyle tried to give chase to it. Might have came right into your living room on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Count is 0-1 to Corey Healy-Doherty, and if she reaches base, Kate Terrell's in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. 0-1 pitch in the dirt for ball 1. The Highland State Bank, come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank, visit highlandstatebank.net. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Healy-Doherty tried to chase that one down low. Count is now 1-2. And here's the pitch. This one lifted down the right field line, and Brinkman giving chase, but that one's in fair territory, and there's a collision along the right field line. Doherty rounding second to third, and she will hold up there as there's a River Ridge player down along the right field line. As injury timeout called, and Coach Wade Winkers will check out what's going on with his right fielder. Looks to be Keely Redmond a little shaken up, as couldn't tell exactly if there was a collision or something there, but she was a little slow getting back up. But Highland has a runner at third base, so a triple for Corey Healy-Doherty. Extends the inning for Highland, and now Kate Terrell will step up to the plate when the injury timeout ends, and it looks like Redmond will stay in the game in right field. Softball today brought to you by River Ridge Realty Southwest. Call Barbara Bernhardt, broker owner, here to help you in every aspect of buying or selling real estate. River Ridge Realty SWLLC, serving Southwest Wisconsin. Also by Don's Tire in Highland. Don's Tire is your neighborhood Goodyear Tire Center. Count on the trusted local pros at Don's Tire at the bottom of Main Street in Highland. 1 on 2 outs, top of the second inning. Score Healy-Doherty got our first hit of the ball game. First pitch is a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Kate Terrell. Here's a delivery from Aaron Adrian. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Kate Terrell trying to deliver and put Highland on the board in the top of the second. And follows this one back to the backstop. Count stays at 0-2. Lucky's Bar and Grill. Enjoy Taco Tuesday and Friday Fish. And follow Lucky's Bar and Grill on Facebook for other specials and hours. Lucky's in Bagley. 0-2 pitch. This one hit down the left field line, and it just hooks foul. Missed fair territory by about 1.5 feet. Healy-Doherty retreats back to third base, and Kate Terrell will try to get a hit with 2 outs in the top of the second. Still scoreless between River Ridge and Highland, but the Cardinals have a runner 60 feet away, and Terrell hits this one to right center field, and Redmond will come in from right field to close the glove and end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the second inning. River Ridge nothing, Highland nothing. Wolves out to bat next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3. Get a head start on your holiday shopping or just enjoy some family time. Board the bus with Midwest Bus Trips to Mall of America, Saturday and Sunday, July 26th and 27th. Leave the stress behind. They'll take care of the driving, gas, parking, and your hotel. Shop over 520 stores, 60 restaurants. Plus, there's Nickelodeon Universe, Moose Mountain Adventure Golf, Sea Life Minnesota Aquarium, and more. Learn more and save your spot at MidwestBusTrips.com. Board the bus to Mall of America with Midwest Bus Trips and Dubuque Super Hits 106.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Every Sunday home game, 9 lucky kids ages 6 to 13 will appear on the field during the national anthem. Enter a child for their chance to have their major league moment today by visiting your local participating PNC Bank. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org, insured by NCUA.
In Game 3.
Abby Doyle hits a ground ball to shortstop, but also unable to make a play on it, so an infield single for Abby Doyle gets River Ridge's first hit of the ball game. And our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school softball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters, and overhead doors on Super Hits 106. And the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel showing bunt is number 2, Aaron Adrian pulls it back, but a stolen base for Abby Doyle. She's safe at second as the ball rolls into shallow center field, and she'll hold up there. Now Adrian will step back into the box. After Aaron Adrian, it'll be Mallory Krubel in the on-deck circle for River Ridge. The 3 batters due up in the bottom of the second inning. And this one hit foul down the left field line, and it will be unplayable for Highland. Count is now 0-2. Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com. Member FDIC. Adrian pops this one too short. Olsen there to make the play. She'll close the glove on it for the first out of the inning. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Still scoreless between River Ridge and Highland. Division 5 regional semifinal. Winner takes on either Potosi Cassville or Barneveld in Thursday's regional championship. Now Mallory Krubel at the dish. First pitch from Kate Terrell, and this one going to be fouled over the backstop and out of play. Softball today also brought to you by Mountain City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Step into Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at MountainCityBank.com. That pitch is in the dirt, and stealing third is Abby Doyle. Second stolen base. And River Ridge with a runner in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch is high, and coming home is Doyle. She slides in, and she is safe, and River Ridge is on the board. River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. As Krubel back in the box. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now nobody on as River Ridge brought in the run. Scoring off the wild pitch. And this one hit over to second base. An underhand toss from Halverson to Sophia Terrell will be the second out of the inning. Elena Brinkman now stepping up to the plate for River Ridge. Brinkman batting .227 with an on-base percentage of .326. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Prairie Land Grain Systems of Glen Haven. Contact Phil Miles for your grain handling needs, specializing in grain bins, grain legs, conveyors, and grain handling dryers. Prairie Land Grain Systems of Glen Haven. Pitch also misses the strike zone to make the count 2-0. Nobody on, 2 out. Bottom of the second inning, River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. And the 2-0 pitch does find the strike zone outer third for strike one. Highland Hardware in Highland, always backing the Cardinals. Trust Indy, Pat, and crew to do what's best for you at Highland Hardware in Highland. This one hit to center field for a base hit. Center fielder Hennessy will throw it back into the infield, and that will be a single for Elena Brinkman, extending the inning for River Ridge. Second hit of the inning for River Ridge. They got the last base runner home. Now Keely Redmond, the right fielder, stepping up to the plate. Redmond batting 200 on the season, 368. And this is hit into right field, and the throw to first gets out of the glove of Sophia Terrell. So back-to-back singles for River Ridge with 2 outs. They have got 2 runners on base. Runners at first and second. And now Maya Drone, the number 9 hitter in the order, seeing her first at bat of the game. Falls the first pitch back to the backstop to make the count 0-1. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the second. River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. Maya Drone at the plate awaits the pitch from Kate Terrell, and that one will make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Grab a Cone in Montfort. Trust your taste buds this summer. Grab a Cone is open Mondays 4 to 9 p.m. and Tuesday through Sunday 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Grab a Cone in Montfort. 1-1 pitch finds the strike zone to make the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Maya Drone, 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the second. River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. Pitch swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll be the 4th strikeout thrown by Kate Terrell. But River Ridge does damage in the bottom of the second. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left on base. We go to the 3rd inning. River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. Cardinals up to bat next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
If you or someone you know in the greater Dubuque area is graduating from college this spring, Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque has the opportunity of a lifetime. Here's Shane Bertzloff, sales manager at Anderson Weber Toyota, to tell us more.
Our Epic Summer RAV Trip contest is for college students graduating this May from a college in the greater Dubuque tri-state area. For 2 weeks this summer, they'll have the use of a Toyota RAV4 Adventure Grade with up to 3 of their friends. Anderson Weber will also be giving them $5,000 for expenses.
Where can they go on their 2-week summer RAV trip?
That's completely up to the winner. The more epic, the better. And remember, this contest is only for college seniors graduating this May from a college in the greater Dubuque tri-state area.
How can qualifying students enter the Anderson Weber Toyota Epic Summer RAV Trip contest?
They'll visit the website, epicravtrip.com. You can get more details and make your video submission. You can also see the previous winner's Epic Summer RAV Trip.
Entries must be submitted by May 31st. Enter today and see complete contest rules at epicravtrip.com.
In Game 4.
Count is now 1-1 to Samara and Halverson leading off for Highland in the top of the 3rd inning. It's Halverson, Laufenberg, and Anna Hennessy, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for Highland in this 3rd inning as the 1-1 pitch catches the outer third of the strike zone for strike 2. Great Regional Health Center People State Bank coverage of high school softball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters, and overhead doors on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. A strikeout for Samara Halverson. Second strikeout thrown by Aaron Adrian. 1 away in the top of the 3rd, and a swing and a miss at strike 1 for today's catcher, number 9, Emily Laufenberg for the Cardinals. Highland no runs with 1 hit so far in this game as the 0-1 pitch catches the strike zone for strike 2. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. This one lifted into shallow center field, and it will drop for a base hit right in front of Josie Drone. And that's the 2nd hit of the game for the Cardinals. And we go back to the top of the order with Anna Hennessy, the center fielder, coming to the plate. She lined out in her first at-bat to begin the game. Sheetles Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Shiner for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Sheetles Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. Also by Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota, when you are ready. 1 on, 1 out, top of the third inning. River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. Cardinals at the plate. And that pitch does catch the strike zone for strike one as the catcher, Abby Doyle, quickly looked at first base. See the first baseman start to take off. As we have a courtesy runner, it's number 22, Marissa Biba, running the bases in place of Emily Laufenberg. 1-1 pitch, foul to the backstop to make the count 1-2 strikes to Anna Hennessy. Eva Mitchek in the on-deck circle for the Cardinals. Grant Regional Health Center's ortho team, Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health, starts here, and a hit by pitch as Anna Hennessy, at least she took that one off the elbow. And now Highland with 2 runners on base with 1 out in the top of the third inning as they trail River Ridge 1-0 in this Division 5 regional semifinal. Winner advances to the regional championship on Thursday, showing bunt is Eva Mitchek, but she'll fall off the first pitch behind the catcher on the right side. Count is 0-1. Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Mitchek showed bunt again, but pulled it back. Umpire still says it's a strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Ava Mitchek, who popped out in foul territory in her first at bat. Set the 0-2 pitch high, and it's upstairs for ball 1. Runners at first and second for Highland with 1 out in the top of the third inning. River Ridge with a 1-0 lead, and the 1-2 pitch upstairs again for ball 2. Herm's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Herm's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Herm's for the perfect paint for your next project. Herm's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville. Here's the 2-2. Called strike 3, a backwards K for Erin Adrian, her 3rd strikeout of the game. Second strikeout of the inning. 2 on and 2 out now in the top of the third. As Brinley Ballant trying to extend the inning for Highland. She popped out in her last at bat. Looks at the first pitch, and it's out of the strike zone for ball 1. Russell Offs is here to assist as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin. Russell Law Offices. 1-0 pitch catches the strike zone to make the count 1-1. Got runners at first and second for Highland. And Highland pops this one foul as Brinley Ballant makes the count 1-2 strikes with 2 on and 2 out. Top of the third. Here's the 1-2 downstairs for ball 2. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist opposed to Brian's gets the job done right. For unexpected dings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. And the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the third. River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. Here's the pitch to Ballant. Ballant grounds this one over to short. Drone throws to first. It's in time for the out. And Highland, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. Wolves out to bat next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Ma's Bakery and Restaurant in Bloomington has earned a deserved reputation for amazing food, attentive service, and great prices. When it's lunchtime, head to Ma's Bakery. Mary and her crew feature multiple daily lunch specials, Monday through Friday, and the price is always right. Ma's also does catering for large and small gatherings throughout the tri-state area. Visit Ma'sBakery.com for a full menu and pricing of catering options for your next celebration. Ma's Bakery, Bloomington, Wisconsin.
In Game 5.
We go back to the top of the order for River Ridge in the bottom of the third inning. Josie Drone, Harper Kramer, and Elena Gage due up for the Wolves. The first pitch fouled off by Josie Drone. Hits this one into left field, and closing the glove on that one is Hoffman. One away in the bottom of the third. River Ridge still with a 1-0 lead on the Highland Cardinals in our Division 5 regional semifinal on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Harper Kramer now at the plate for the Wolves. Waiting the first pitch from Kate Terrell. 4 strikeouts for Kate Terrell so far in the game. As Kramer looks at the first pitch, it's outside for ball 1. Kramer grounds this one over to third base. Bellant loses it off her glove. And a no throw to first, so an infield single for Harper Kramer. Gets a River Ridge base runner on. 1 on with 1 out. Bottom of the third, River Ridge with a 1-0 lead. Elena Gage at the plate, trying to make up for the strikeout that she had back in inning number 1. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and a steal for second. Harper Kramer gets a stolen base. And she's in scoring position as Gage will try and deliver. McNutt Electric and Belmont can assist with all of your electrical needs. Tripp and his crew at McNutt Electric are on call. I'm ready to help you with your agricultural, business, and commercial needs. McNutt Electric and Belmont. This one grounded over to the first base side. Stays fair, and Sophia Terrell will just touch first base for the force out, so a fielder's choice. Gets the second out of the inning. But River Ridge has a runner at second base still. Harper Kramer still standing on second as this is a called strike 3. Or they said that was a foul ball, beg your pardon. So a backwards K for Kate Terrell. That's her 5th strikeout of the game. Now it's 1 on and 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Now we see Abby Doyle at the plate. Doyle grounds this one over to short. Olsen throws to first in time for the out. And that will end the bottom half of the third inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the 4th inning. It's River Ridge 1, Highland 0. Cardinals at the bat next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
Milk has been building champions for centuries. Research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk restores postgame muscle for athletes like few other beverages. That's why the pros know they're gonna need milk to fuel their performance. Learn their inspiring stories at GonnaNeedMilk.com. GONNA needmilk.com. Brought to you by Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
Hi, this is Courtney from Potosa Spa. This spring, come enjoy our elevated herbal detox wrap and massage. It begins with a dry brushing to encourage circulation and lymphatic flow, and is followed by a massage using herb-filled poultice to detoxify and cleanse the body. Linens steeped in aromatic herbs are then wrapped around you to melt away stress, all while enjoying a relaxing scalp massage. Call to book yours today or schedule online at potosaspa.com.
In Game 6.
Faith Hoffman, Celia Olsen, and Cora Healy-Doherty due up for Highland in the top of the 4th inning. River Ridge 1, Highland 0, Division 5 regional semifinal on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Faith Hoffman at the plate, struck out looking in her last plate appearance. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouls this one back to make the count 1-1. CJ ATM service, see Chuck Schneering. For all your business and large-scale ATM needs, CJ ATM service on Facebook to learn more. CJ ATM service of Platteville. 1-1 pitch is low for ball 2. Tim Slack Auction and Realty, whether buying or selling, call Tim, Kathy, Chase, and their staff today. Tim Slack Auction and Realty, Lancaster, and Fenimore. 2-1 pitch, misses upstairs to make the count 3-1 to Faith Hoffman. Celia Olson on deck for the Cardinals as they trail River Ridge 1-0. 3-1 pitch. A called strike. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the left fielder, Faith Hoffman. Here's a payoff pitch. This one fouled down the right field line. Count stays full. Justin Washburn and the H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical team continue to provide top quality plumbing, heating, and electrical services for your business, home, and farm. H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscobel. So this will be grounded over to second base. Brinkman tosses to Gage for the out. 1 away in the top of the 4th. Still 1-0. River Ridge on top of Highland. Now Celia Olson at the plate. Popped out in her last appearance of the 2nd inning. That is a called strike. Catching the outer third of the strike zone did Aaron Adrian. This is grounded over to the third base side, but the ball just rolls foul before reaching third base. Count is now 0 balls and 2 strikes. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Jury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Celia Olson. 1-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 away in the top of the 4th. Now Cora Healy-Doherty back at the plate. She tripled back in the 2nd inning. And hits this one right back to the pitcher. Adrian with the quick reflex to get the line out. And the Cardinals go down in order in the 4th inning. Ground out, strikeout, line out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. River Ridge 1, Highland 0. Wolves up to bat on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Hello, Amy here from Cuba City Family Dental. Part of our dedication to excellence in the dental services we offer are same-day crowns. Instead of return visits to our office, we can diagnose and fix your tooth in 1 day at any of our 3 convenient locations. Call us when you are in need and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In Game 7.
River Ridge 1, Highland 0. Bottom of the 4th inning as the River Ridge Timberwolves are up to bat. Due up is Aaron Adrian, Mallory Krubel, and Elena Brakeman on our Grant Regional Health Center People State Bank coverage of high school softball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. The 1-1 pitch going to be fouled over the backstop and out of play to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. First Supply of Platteville, your total commercial plumbing and heating wholesale outlet. When quality parts are needed, the experts rely on First Supply in Platteville. And by Guys Truck and Tractor for heavy-duty towing and recovery, reliable 24-hour roadside service and long-distance transports. Guys Truck and Tractor in Kieler and at GuysTruck.com. And a strikeout Retires the first batter for River Ridge. And this pitch catches the strike zone for strike one. Mallory Krubel at the plate, grounded out in her last appearance back in the second inning, and the 0-1 pitch finds the strike zone to make the count no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Misses outside for ball 1. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, and refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Pitch is fouled off to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 4th. River Ridge with a 1-0 lead. So far, River Ridge 1 run on 4 hits, and they've left 3 runners on base. 1-2 pitch. This one hit to deep left field, but it will be caught as Hoffman just had to take a couple steps to her left to make the catch. 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. And Elena Brickman will come to the plate. She had a single back in the second inning. Krantz Auto Parts, your local hardware Hank and Napa dealers. See Rob Krantz of the Guru at Krantz Auto Parts. Full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts of Fenimore. And this one fouled over the fence and just over my head. Thank goodness. Count is now 0-1. Bytech Resource Management of Greener Way. Bytech Resource Management of Monroe. Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont. Prairie du Chien at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. 0-1 pitch. Misses outside for ball 1. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer in Bloomington, Cuba City, Montfort, and at Sloans.com. By Boss Electric, call Brad, Adrian, and Josh Busher at Boss Electric, Lancaster, and Fenimore. This one fell back behind the catcher as Laufenberg able to make the play on it. And the Wolves go down in order in the bottom of the 4th. Strikeout, line out, pop out. And we head to the bottom, or to the top of the 5th inning in a fast-moving game from River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. Cardinals, that's bat next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8, going back to school can feel overwhelming, but at Southwest Tech in Fenimore, you're not doing it alone. Our CNC Setup Technician program is built for working adults with flexible classes, one-on-one advising, and financial support to help cover costs. In just 32 weeks, you'll gain the skills to start a high-demand, high-paying career without putting your life on hold. New student registration is open for fall 2025. Take the first step today at swtc.edu/CNC program. Southwest Tech, we're here to help you succeed.
Hey, want to make your next meal a little less ordinary? Well, head to Quick Trip. Hey, we are so back serving up our legendary No Ordinary Chicken. Yeah, your dinner is hand-breaded, fried to perfection, ready to eat for tonight's dinner. Or you can buy it cold, sealed fresh for tomorrow's lunch. You know, we love to make life easier for you. This isn't just any chicken. It's Quick Trip's No Ordinary Chicken. Stop in your local Quick Trip today and taste the difference.
In Game 8.
Kate Terrells, Samarin Halverson, and Emily Laufenberg due up for Highland in the top of the 5th inning. As the 1-0 pitch is upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Kate Terrell, the opposing pitcher. As Adrian delivers the 2-0. That is a called strike to make the count 2-1. WCC Brands, custom apparel and Kieler in at WCC-brands.com. 2-1 pitch, fouled over the backstop and out of play to make the count 2-2. River Ridge with a 1-0 lead on Highland in our Division 5 regional semifinal on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. Adrian delivers the 2-2 upstairs for ball 3 to make the count full. People's State Bank, for personal, home, business, and ag loans, visit one of their area convenient locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. Payoff pitch, going to be popped over to short, and Kramer will close the glove on it to retire the first batter. Samarin Halverson coming up to the plate for Highland, struck out in her last at-bat back in the third inning. Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. Gary's Pest Control with over 40 years of professional friendly service. This one grounded over to second base, and Brinkman makes the easy play to get the ball over to Gage for the 4-3 putout. Now Emily Laufenberg will try and extend the inning for Highland. She hit a single back in the third inning. 1-for-1 so far today. And hits this one into foul territory, and it will land right in front of the Highland dugout. No balls and one strike to Emily Laufenberg. If she reaches base, we'll go back to the top of the order with Anna Hennessy. Donnie's Tire and Auto, Conley Hooker in town for 24-hour towing service at 568-3014. That's 568-3014. Your home for excellent car care is at Donnie's Tire and Auto in Dickeyville. Count is now 1-1 strike to Emily Laufenberg. And Laufenberg looks at the 1-1 pitch outside for ball 2. Game also brought to you by Warco Transportation. For employment opportunities or to plan your next getaway, visit warcotransportation.com. Warco Transportation of Bloomington. Pitch misses outside to make the count 3-1 strike to Emily Laufenberg. 3-1 pitch, swung on a miss for strike 2. Count goes full. Emily Laufenberg looking for her second hit. And Erin Adrian looking for strikeout number 5. Here's the delivery. That went in the dirt for ball 4 and a base on balls. We'll put a base runner on for Highland. Second walk for Highland. As we have a courtesy runner again. Laufenberg checks out. Now in the game, number 22, Marissa Biba. Now back to the top of the order for the Cardinals. Anna Hennessy lined out in the first inning and was hit by a pitch in the third, and the first pitch is a strike. River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. 1 on, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Snap throw to first after the pitch. Biba will stay put. As Adrian set to deliver the 1-1. Swing and a miss, or swing and a foul ball. That one rocketed back to the backstop. Count is 1-2 with 1 on and 2 out, top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Adrian gets her 5th strikeout. And in the top half of the 5th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. Wolves out to bat on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 9.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
Hey y'all, I'm Kelly Clarkson. Every American dreams of creating a better life for his or her family, but in some communities, those dreams face difficult challenges. When we come together to help those in need get the same opportunities as everyone else, we truly are making our country a better place to live for all of us. So look for volunteer opportunities in your community to help others achieve the American dream, all right? This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
In Game 9.
Kaylee Redmond grounded out to begin the bottom half of the 5th inning. So now we see Maya Drone at the plate for River Ridge. First pitch going to be fouled over the backstop and out of play to make the count 0-1. River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. Bottom of the 5th inning on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. WIAA Division 5 Regional Semifinal and softball action. Glad you're with us. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that one just missed the strike zone to make the count 1-1. I don't care. Pub and Grub in North Andover. Where do you want to go? I don't care. That's where. Great food, cold drinks, and great times await you at I Don't Care Pub and Grub in North Andover. The 1-1 pitch does find the strike zone to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes to Maya Drone. She struck out in her last at bat back in the 2nd inning. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Seventh strikeout for Kate Terrell on the game. 2 away quickly in the bottom of the 5th. Riveridge with a 1-0 lead, and we go back to the top of the order with Josie Drone. Struck out in the 1st inning and flied out in the 3rd. Shows bunt, but it's going to be fouled off to make the count 0-1. Blue Jays Bar and Grill in Bloomington. Great taste like Blue Jays Friday Fish Fry and great pizza options are just some of what you'll find. See their menu on Facebook and at Blue Jays Bar and Grill in Bloomington. Kate Terrell with the delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Josie Drone. Kate Terrell 1 strike away from striking out her 8th batter on the game. Here's the windup. Delivery. Missed outside for ball 1. Langmeyer Lumber, your one stop for lumber. The contractors go to Langmeyer Lumber, and you should too. Langmeyer Lumber in Bloomington. This will be lifted into shallow left field. Hoffman chasing it down, and an underhand catch to get the out. And the Wolves go down in order again. Ground out, strikeout, fly out. And we head to the 6th inning. River Ridge 1, Highland nothing. Cardinals up to bat on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 10.
When you're faced with a challenge, how you respond determines the real winners. Rural Mutual believes there's something more important than winning a game. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since 1965. The award recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how their team and your community can work together to be true champions.
Big, big, bigger. It's the biggest sale of the year. May's Maytag month is here. Hi, this is Colin with Gateway Appliance in Manchester and Dubuque. Why Maytag? They're built tough, built to last, and now built to save you big. Right now, save on all Maytag major appliances, and when you buy 2 select laundry appliances, you'll get up to a $100 bonus, because hard work deserves a reward. Stop wasting time with machines that won't keep up. Get the durability, reliability, and power of Maytag, backed by our unbeatable service. Gateway Appliance, your exclusive KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amanda dealer in the Big Blue Building on West Main in Manchester and in Plaza 20 in Dubuque.
In Game 10.
Ava Mitchik, Brinley Belant, and Faith Hoffman due up for the Highland Cardinals, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, as the Cardinals trying to get on the scoreboard, trailing River Ridge 1-0, top of the 6th inning on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. This one bunted right back to the pitcher, and Adrian able to get it to Elena Gage in time. A ground out to begin the top half of the 6th inning. River Ridge Realty Southwest, call Robert Bernhardt, broker owner, here to help you in every aspect of buying or selling real estate. River Ridge Realty Southwest LLC, serving Southwest Wisconsin. First pitch is the ball to Brinley Belant, the third baseman for the Highland Cardinals. Popped out in the 1st inning, grounded out in the 3rd. She's 0 for 2. Swings and misses to make the count 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 6th, and this one hit to right field as Redmond there to make the play. And a fly out for the 2nd out of the inning. See if Faith Hoffman can keep the inning alive for the Cardinals. The Highland State Bank, come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank, visit highlandstatebank.net. Also by Don's Tire. Don's Tire is your neighborhood Goodyear Tire Center. Calling the trusted local pros at Don's Tire at the bottom of Main Street in Highland. And this one going to be popped up in foul territory, and Gage able to make the play running. And the Cardinals go down in order again. In the top of the 6th inning, ground out, fly out, pop out. And the Wolves will be out to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll stay here and tell you that our broadcast is brought to you by Lucky's Bar and Grill. Enjoy Taco Tuesday and Friday Fish, and follow Lucky's Bar and Grill on Facebook for other specials and hours. Lucky's in Bagley. Also by Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com. Member FDIC. Softball also brought to you by Prairieland Grain Systems of Glen Haven. Contact Phil Miles for your grain handling needs, specializing in grain bins, grain legs, conveyors, and grain handling dryers. Prairieland Grain Systems of Glen Haven. Also by Mount City Bank, their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop at Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. Tyler Dictanis with you on the Wolf from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. The first pitch is going to be bunted, and a snap throw to first is not in time as Harper Kramer able to leg it out. And River Ridge with a base runner on with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning, trying to stretch this 1-0 lead. Hold off the Cardinals and try and advance to the regional championship on Thursday. Now Elena Gage at the plate. Struck out in her last 2 plate appearances, and this one hit to deep left field. But Hoffman there to make the play. Throws it back into the infield. Holds Harper Kramer at first. And that's 7 in the scorebook. 1 away with 1 out. Or 1 away and 1 odd. In the bottom of the 6th, River Ridge with a 1-0 lead. Here's Abby Doyle at the plate. This one grounded over to short, and it finds its way into shallow left field, and running into third base is Harper Kramer. So runners at 2nd and 3rd for River Ridge. 2 runners in scoring position for the Wolves with 1 out in the bottom half of the 6th inning and a 1-0 lead. That is a double for Abby Doyle. And that is her 4th on the season. Here's Erin Adrian. She's 0 for 2. And now Coach Koscherik wants to talk things over with the Highland infield. That'll give us a chance to tell you that our game is brought to you by Hying Hardware in Highland, always backing the Cardinals. Trust Indy, Pat, and crew to do what's best for you at Hying Hardware in Highland. Also by Grab a Cone in Montfort. Treat your taste buds this summer. Grab a Cone is open Mondays 4 to 9 p.m. and Tuesday through Sunday 1 p.m. until 9. Grab a Cone in Montfort. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Ginger and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of Highland, TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Sheetles Heating and Cooling, your local Daikin dealer. Call Bradley Schneider for heating, ventilating, and air conditioning service from Sheetles Heating and Cooling in Bloomington. RDS Stream powered by Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Anderson Weber Toyota, when you are ready. We are ready to resume play from River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. River Ridge with a 1-0 lead and 2 base runners on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, and this will be bunted right next to the catcher, and 1 run comes in. Ball gets away, and a 2nd run comes in off the sacrifice bunt. A 2 RBI bunt brings 2 runs in as Adrian able to advance to 2nd, and 2 runs come in to make the score 3-0. River Ridge on top. In the bottom of the 6th inning. Some key insurance runs for the Wolves. See if Mallory Krubel get another hit. Hits this one into left field. It's off the glove of the shortstop, Olson. And a throw home is going to be there in time as Laufenberg able to close the glove on it and tag Erin Adrian out. So it was a base hit. And then in a 7-2 put out on the run to make it 3-0, and this is in the dirt for ball one. Elena Brinkman at the plate, singled in the second inning and popped out in the fourth. 1 for 2 on the day. 1-0 pitch. Outside for ball two. Grant Regional Health Center's Ortho Dean Dr. Brad Binsfeld and Nate Stocco, PAC, provide exceptional care for sports-related injuries. Grant Regional Health Center, better health, starts here. And we will have a pinch runner for River Ridge as Megan Brewer will run the bases for Aaron Adrian. Brinkman awaits the pitch. Off speed, and it's downstairs to make the count 3-0. Claire Bank with 3 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. 3-0 pitch, finds the strike zone for a called strike one. Russell Office is here to assist as your local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Proudly serving Southern Wisconsin, Russell Law Offices. 3-1 pitch finds the strike zone to make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 6th. River Ridge 3, Highland nothing. As a called strike 3, a backwards K for Kate Terrell. Strikeout number 8 on the game. And now last chance for the Cardinals coming up in the top of the 7th inning. It's River Ridge 3, Highland nothing. Back after this on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 11.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Step up for health, wellness, and community spirit on Saturday, August 9th. Crescent Community Health Center invites you to the Steppin' It Up 5K and 1 mile run, walk, and wellness expo. Lace up your sneakers and join them for a day of fun and fitness. The race kicks off at 8:30 a.m., and the best part is it's free and open to all. Don't miss out on this fantastic opportunity to come together and celebrate our community. Visit crescentchc.org to learn more and register today. Registration is available in English, Marshallese, and Spanish.
In Game 11.
Last chance for the Cardinals. Top half of the 7th inning. River Ridge 3, Highland nothing. Division 5 regional semifinal on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Pitches upstairs to make the count 2 balls, no strikes. It's Celia Olsen at the plate. She'll be followed up by Cora Healy-Doherty and Kate Terrell. This one will be lined down the right field line, and it'll be Redmond making the play, catching it on the run. 1 away in the top of the 7th. Cora Healy-Doherty at the plate, tripled in the 2nd inning, lined out in the 4th. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist, opposed to Brian's, gets the job done right. For unexpected innings or major repair projects, head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint. And Lancaster, first pitch fouled off over the backstop to make the count 0-1. McNutt Electric and Belmont can assist with all of your electrical needs. Chip and his crew at McNutt Electric are on call, ready to help you with your agricultural, business, and commercial needs. McNutt Electric in Belmont. Swing and a miss at strike 2. Count is 0-2. Cora Healy-Doherty swings and misses at strike 3. 2 away in the top of the 7th. Highland down to their last out. Kate Terrell will try to keep the game alive. 0 for 2 on the day. Popped out in her last at bat in the 5th. This will be popped up to the catcher and caught by Doyle. And the River Ridge Timberwolves win this regional semifinal game 3-0 over the Highland Cardinals. River Ridge will improve to 17-8 overall in the season, and they await the winner of Potosi, Cassville, and Barneveld for the regional championship coming up on Thursday. And the Highland Cardinals will finish with a record of 12-15 overall. And the seniors playing in their final game for the Cardinals include Anna Hennessy and Kate Terrell. The game today brought to you by CJ ATM Service. See Chuck Schneering for all of your business and large-scale event ATM needs. Find CJ ATM Service on Facebook to learn more. CJ ATM Service of Platteville. And by Tim Slack Auction and Realty, whether buying or selling, call Tim, Kathy, Chase, and their staff today. Tim Slack Auction and Realty, Lancaster, and Fenimore. Also by Justin Washburn and the H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical team continue to provide top-quality plumbing, heating, and electrical services for your business, home, and farm. H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical serving you in Fenimore, Lancaster, and Boscobel. Coming up next, our Edward Jones Result Management post-game show. Check in on the Shoebox scoreboard. Piece together what we have coming up for our Thursday regional championship slate of games. And more on our post-game show after this on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 12.
Save big on everything for your next painting project when you shop at Menards. Maximize your curb appeal with Dutch Boy Max Bond Plus exterior paint. It provides max adhesion and is designed to stand strong against weather extremes, repelling rain in just 90 minutes after application. Save big money on Dutch Boy paints. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Dear Diary, this is Veronica from the Bell Tower Theater's Heather the Musical Teen Edition. My story is based on the cult classic movie and is a deliciously dark comedy about high school in the 80s. Featuring area high school students, Heather's the Musical Teen Edition runs from June 13th to the 22nd. Tickets are just $15. To see me, JD, and all of the Heathers, call 563-588-3377 or visit belltowertheater.net. Thanks to the Iowa Arts Council and Tyson's for their support.
In Game 12.
Great Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school softball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. River Ridge, your winner over Highland today, 3-0 in our Division 5 regional semifinal as River Ridge awaits the winner of Potosi, Cassville, and Barneveld in Thursday's regional championship game. Prairie Land Grain Systems of Glen Haven. Contact Phil Myers for your grain handling needs, specializing in grain bins, grain legs, conveyors, and grain handling dryers. Prairie Land Grain Systems of Glen Haven. And by Mount City Bank's Total Line of Credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. Again, our Edward Jones Result Management post-game show coming up next on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 13.
This is Secret Clinical Dominating Extra Stinky Killer Deodorant. Secret Clinical in a heat wave. Oh, what a beautiful day. This is regular deodorant. Ugh, I can't. Secret Clinical with workout sweat. Let's run another marathon. And regular deodorant. How much more? Secret is the GOAT. Because nothing fights sweat better. Stay fresher under pressure.
Progressive knows when you're on your boat, you're already on vacation. And Vacation You forgets all your worries. Vacation You doesn't even keep track of time and knows that time is a meaningless construct designed to control us, man. But Regular You knows you don't want to be too far out in the water after the sun goes down because Vacation You doesn't know how to navigate in the dark yet. Vacation You and Regular You really need to get on the same page. So bundle your boat with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
In Game 13.
Softball on Super Hits 106 brought to you by Warco Transportation. For employment opportunities or to plan your next getaway, visit warcotransportation.com. Warco Transportation of Bloomington. Also by I Don't Care Pub and Grub in North Andover. Where do you want to go? I Don't Care. That's where great food, cold drinks, and great times await you at I Don't Care Pub and Grub in North Andover. Also by Langmeyer Lumber. Your one stop for lumber. The contractors go to Langmeyer Lumber, and you should too. Langmeyer Lumber in Bloomington. River Ridge Realty Southwest. Call Barbara Bernhardt, broker, owner, and here to help you in every aspect of buying or selling real estate. River Ridge Realty Southwest, LLC, serving Southwest Wisconsin. Also by the Highland State Bank. Come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank. Visit highlandstatebank.net. Don's Tire in Highland. Don's Tire is a neighborhood Goodyear Tire Center. Count on the trusted local pros at Don's Tire at the bottom of Main Street in Highland. River Ridge, your winner today over Highland, 3-0 in our Division 5 regional semifinal. River Ridge will take on either Potosi, Cassville, or Barneveld in the regional championship coming up on Thursday. We'll have more on our Edward Jones Result Management post-game show after this on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 14.
Do you enjoy playing sports and watching other people compete? Here's a great opportunity for you to get involved. You can make significant income while providing a great community service by becoming a WIAA licensed official. It gives you the opportunity to be involved, stay in shape, and assist in providing the lifelong lessons from education-based athletics. Signing up is easy. Just go to WIAAWI.org. Access the officials tab to get started today. This message is from Queen Bee Radio and the WIAA.
When it comes to protecting your home, your roof is the first line of defense. For trusted local roofing expertise, turn to Midwest Roofing and Construction. They're dedicated to providing quality roofing services, from minor repairs to complete replacements all year long. Count on their experienced team for reliable workmanship. Call for a free estimate at 1-800-551-8251. That's 1-800-551-8251. Midwest Roofing and Construction, your local roofing pros.
In Game 14.
Grand Regional Health Center People's State Bank coverage of high school softball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters, and overhead doors on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And we are joined by the victorious pitcher in today's game, Aaron Adrian. Aaron, thanks for joining us on our post-game show. Congrats on the win, and congrats on reaching the regional championship for the second year in a row, a two-hit shutout in today's game. Talk about the team's overall play today, because it seemed like, whether you were getting strikeouts or the defense coming through, it was a well-oiled machine for the Wolves here today.
Yeah, whenever, whenever they put the ball in play, my defense was behind me. They really showed up tonight. Everything was clean, and they were hustling everywhere, all out. You saw that first play of the game, a diving catch. That's just awesome. I've been waiting all year for this, and we all have been, and we all showed up tonight.
Yep, and there may be a potential opportunity for a rematch with Barneveld in the regional championship, although I think the last score update we had, Potosi Cassville was winning 4-3. Don't know what inning that was, but just the fact that this team was able to get to regional championship 2 years in a row. Talk about the growth that you've seen from this team. Obviously, Coach Winkers taking over this season. What growth have you seen from the team as the season has gone along?
Yeah, I definitely think that our defense has improved immensely. Last year we would have errors almost every game, and this year we've had multiple games where we had no errors, and we're just putting the ball into play a lot more, and we're hitting gaps. And I just also like the team. We're all one together, and I just feel like we work together very good.
Yep, and you've had an outstanding season pitching, one of the better pitchers in the conference. What growth have you seen from yourself, whether in the circle or at the plate? What stood out to you the most this year?
Probably in the circle. I feel like when there's tough spots, runners on third and second or in scoring position, I really focused in and I know that I have to get that out, and I've just trusted myself a lot more since I was a freshman last year, and I just have a lot more confidence, I feel this year.
All right, then looking ahead, don't know what the opponent is coming up for Thursday, but what are the things that you and your teammates are going to be working on heading into this regional title?
Keeping up our defense for sure, and putting the ball into play. Tonight, it was definitely a battle between the pitchers. She pitched great, and their defense was pretty good, I'd say. So keeping our defense good and definitely trying to put the ball in play more, hit those gaps.
All right, excellent. Well, thanks for joining us on our post-game show. Congrats on the win, and we'll see you on
thank you.
Thursday. All right, Aaron Adrian, the victorious pitcher in today's game for River Ridge. 3-0 River Ridge defeats Highland, and we're joined now by the victorious head coach, Wade Winkers. Coach, thanks for joining us. Congrats on the win. Year number 1 of stint number 3 of coaching River Ridge softball, and this team is going to be playing for a regional title coming up on Thursday. First off, talk about this win, a very gritty win. Defense outstanding on both sides, outstanding pitching for both teams, runs at a premium, and your team just able to get some more plays and 3 runs across the plate, 3 more than what Highland was able to do. Talk about what you saw today.
Well, I just think my philosophy is we're going to play great defense. We're going to throw strikes and going to make some plays out there, and then try to squeeze out some runs on the bases with some good base running. We're not an unbelievable hitting team like some of the teams in our conference, but we find ways to get it done. And all it takes is move around on a steal. They get a wild pitch, we get a run in, a big bunt by our 5-hitter, Aaron Adrian, a big there situation, get it bunt down, get us an extra run, and then obviously they got a third one in there as well. But just finding ways. That's what we talked about this week is 21 outs. We got to get 21 of theirs. They got to get 21 of ours. Keep putting pressure on a good team and a good pitcher in the Terra Girl.
Yep, and of course playing Highland for the 3rd time this season. What were the things that you took away from the first 2 matchups that really helped you guys here today?
Well, we played really good defense both first 3 times, so I was a little nervous we might not do it this time. And we haven't played great defense the last few games, so I was a little nervous about that, but it's a new season. And I know they got some girls that can really hit. I thought Aaron and the defense did a really good job eliminating them. I don't know how many hits they had or base runners, but we kind of limited the top of the order, which is the big part of the order that really made me nervous. And thought we effectively did that tonight. So what did they go, 5, 6, 7? So they only went 4 over the minimum as far as at bat. So that was a pretty good night defensively on Aaron and putting her in her spots.
Yep, and then of course in this game, we talk about defense, being at a premium, and the pitching, by Aaron, obviously outstanding. What's the growth that you've seen, from the team as the season has gone along? Obviously, taking over, the reins of the program again. What thing have you been most satisfied the most as the season has gone along?
Well, as it's went, I think like the belief in that we're going to play great defense and we're going to try to be aggressive on the bases and put pressure on people. And then as a team, we've got to do this together and find ways to scrap out runs. Now, the last week and a half before this game hasn't been that. I started to lose a little bit of that faith. Like, have we really seen that growth? But they've stuck together, the belief in what we're trying to do. And, you find ways to win games. We literally have 2 girls on our team that batted over 300 in conference this year. And yet we've won 12 games against our conference opponents. So that's pretty darn good, and a pretty good darn good conference.
No
so we're not scoring a lot of runs, but we're playing good defense and pitching well. Excuse me. That's what we've got to do. We're going to have to hit a little bit more on Thursday, whoever we play, because especially if it's Barnwell, they really hit the ball well this year, but Potosi's got a really good hitting lineup as well.
Yeah, regardless, another conference opponent coming up on Thursday, whether it's Potosi-Cassville or Barneveld. Obviously, don't know who the opponent is quite yet, but what are the things you're going to be emphasizing with your team heading into the matchup, and what things are you maybe anticipating from either team?
Well, they both have 2 pitchers, so we haven't seen the second or the number 1 or 1A from Barneveld, so that'll make it interesting to see if we'll see her, and then how will Potosi attack us. We've seen both pitchers in both games, but they both have good hitting lineups. Like I said, we're going to have to really focus on pitching and spots, and we'll get into those details in tomorrow. But we didn't start well against those 2 teams, the first 2, or Barneveld specifically, both games. We didn't start well. Potosi played well here, down there. We had a rough 2nd or 3rd inning or 2 innings there, and we battled back and played 10 innings. So we've just got to play good defense. Got to get runners on base. Can't strike out a lot. Simple stuff. I don't try to teach them how to hit home runs and all this other stuff. Just try to get the ball in play, and hopefully we can be successful.
All right. Looking forward to seeing what Thursday brings. We'll be following you guys to that game on Thursday. Congrats on the win today, Coach. Go enjoy it. We'll see you on Thursday.
Appreciate it, Tyler, and thanks for the coverage.
Yep, absolutely. You got it. Wade Winkers, the victorious head coach for the River Ridge Timberwolves. River Ridge defeating Highland today 3-0 in this Division 5 regional semifinal. River Ridge awaiting the winner of either Potosi-Cassville or Barneveld. Softball today is brought to you by Blue Jays Bar and Grill in Bloomington. Great taste like Blue Jays Friday Fish Fry and great pizza options are just some of what you'll find. See their menu on Facebook and at Blue Jays Bar and Grill in Bloomington. Yep, absolutely. All right, coming up next, more on our Edward Jones Result Management postgame show. We'll pick out a tri-core turning point, check in on the shoebox scoreboard, and see if we can piece together what our Thursday coverage is looking like for Regional Championship Thursday. Our Edward Jones Result Management postgame show wraps up after this on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-match 1.
It is time for the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Edward Jones is a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners. Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Summer fun is just around the corner. Register now for YMCA Summer Camp at Union Park. Camp is the place where adventure is on the menu every day. Camp is packed with exciting activities like hiking, archery, rock climbing, swimming, zip lining, and more. Bike camp is also available. Snacks and lunch are included, and you can register by the week. Sign up now and learn more at dubukey.org/camps. We are excited to see you this summer at YMCA's Union Park Day Camp.
Turpin Motors has just announced employee pricing plus rebates on select new 2024 and 2025 Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Save up to $13,000. If they don't have the vehicle you're looking for, they'll dealer trade for it. Financing as low as 0% with approved credit. No payment for 90 days. All qualified vehicles come with a lifetime powertrain warranty. No payments until August. It's the employee pricing plus event going on now at Turpin Dodge, Ram, and Jeep, JFK and Dodge Street in Dubuque.
Post-match 1.
The Edward Jones Result Management postgame show continues on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. River Ridge over Highland in Division 5 regional semifinal action. River Ridge awaiting the winner of Potosi, Cassville, and Barneville. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. Let's recap how this game went as, again, not a lot of scoring, with just 3 runs coming across the plate, and all of them coming from River Ridge. River Ridge got the scoring started in the second inning when Abby Doyle led off the inning with a single, was able to reach all the way to third, as Brinkman was able to hit a single. Keeley Redmond also hit a single. River Ridge scoring 1 run on 3 hits, and they still left 2 runners stranded in the second inning. And then the second 2 runs came in the 6th inning when Harper Kramer led off with a single. And then Abby Doyle hit a 1-out double to score Kramer, or to advance her to third, and then Aaron Adrian dropped a bunt right in front of the catcher, and an errant throw back to the catcher from Kate Terrell led to both Harper Kramer and Abby Doyle scoring. Mallory Krubel was also able to hit another single. River Ridge scoring 2 runs on 4 hits in that inning to make our final score River Ridge 3, Highland nothing. The final line score, River Ridge 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and 4 left on base. And Highland, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 4 left on base. We'll take a timeout. We'll tally up the pitching stats for both pitchers as the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show continues on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-match 2.
Hi, this is Will Dunson with Dubuque Mattress. Why is a Dubuque Mattress customer a customer for life? It's simple. At Dubuque Mattress, the customer is number 1. Period. The customer's happiness is the most important thing. If there is anything I can do to help you sleep better, I will. Whether it's while you're looking at a new mattress, 6 months later, or 10 years after you've purchased from us, you are still number one.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
Are you looking for a summer staycation idea that's fun for all? Sky Tour Zipline has you covered. Come join us for a thrilling 2-hour guided tour around Dubuque YMCA's historic Union Park. Trust our experienced guides to take your breath away as you soar through the rolling hills of northeast Iowa. Perfect for families, friends, and even team outings. Sky Tour Zipline is your ticket to excitement this summer. Visit dubuquey.org/zipline to reserve your spot today. Sky Tour Zipline, where adventure awaits.
Post-match 2.
High school softball on Super Hits 106 is brought to you by Lucky's Bar and Grill. Enjoy Taco Tuesday and Friday Fish, and follow Lucky's Bar and Grill on Facebook for other specials and hours. Lucky's in Bagley. And River Ridge, your winner over Highland 3-0 in our Division 5 regional semifinal on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Again, River Ridge winning this game 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors and 4 left on base. Highland, no runs on 2 hits with 1 error and 4 left on base. The pitching performance for both teams, Aaron Adrian gets the win, 7 innings pitch, has just allowed those 2 hits, had 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. And Kate Terrell, pitching for Highland, pitched 6 innings, allowed 8 hits, and the 3 runs. One of those runs was earned. No walks and 8 strikeouts. An outstanding performance by Kate Terrell in what was her final game as a Highland Cardinal. The other senior on the team, Anna Hennessy, on the day, hitting-wise, went 0 for 2. She was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. And Anna Hennessy and Kate Terrell, the only 2 seniors on the team for the Highland Cardinals, who have completed their high school athletics career at Highland High School. Again, River Ridge improves to 17-8 on the season, awaiting the winner of Potosi Cassville and Barneveld. Highland finishes their season with a record of 12-15. We'll take another timeout and close up shop on the Edward Jones Resolve Management postgame show on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Post-match 3. In Grant, Iowa, or Lafayette counties, master electrician Vince Graney and Graney Electric specialize in commercial, agricultural, and residential wiring. From blown fuses to dead outlets, electrical problems can be challenging for homeowners. At Graney Electric in Platteville, they're dedicated to solving clients' electrical problems quickly and accurately at affordable prices. For new construction, repair issues, or maintenance, reliability and integrity have made Graney Electric the company you can count on to make your electrical problems go away. Give Vince a call at 608-732-0327.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you.
The Milwaukee Brewers have partnered with GovX to offer 50% off select tickets to active duty military, veterans, first responders, government employees, and teachers at Sunday through Thursday games, courtesy of Vortex. Visit brewers.com/GovX.
Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Post-match 3.
Closing up shop on the Edward Jones Resolve Management postgame show on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. River Ridge advances to the regional championship on Thursday, awaiting the winner of Potosi Cassville and Barneveld. Tyler Dictanis with you from the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. Our Tricor Turning Point brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. River Ridge had a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning, and when Aaron Adrian laid down that bunt right between the catcher and the pitcher, and the toss back to home got away from Laufenberg. 2 runs came across for River Ridge. Both Harper Kramer and Abby Doyle came across to make River Ridge's lead 3-0, and that would end up being Our final score, 2 critical insurance runs for the Wolves here today. Again, coming away with a 3-0 win over the Highland Cardinals. Our Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Over on X1071, West Salem defeats Platteville 8-1. And the last update we had on 97.7 Country WGLR, Lancaster and Richland Center were tied at 1 in the 7th inning. So you could probably catch the end of that game again over on 97.7 Country WGLR and WGLR.com. And we'll see if we can piece together what our Thursday slate will look like. As we see we know for sure that we will have River Ridge taking on either Potosi Cassville or Barneville. That'll be right here on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And we are still waiting to see what the result is of the Lancaster-Richland Center game is before we piece together the rest of our coverage. But we do know for sure that River Ridge will be on one of our Queen Bee Radio family of stations, most likely right here on Super Hits 106 coming up on Thursday. We'll get you some updates on that on our Queen Bee Radio social media accounts, as well as our high school sports schedule over on AM 1590 WPVL.com. And that will wrap things up for us from River Ridge High School in Patch Grove. Thanks to both head coaches, Tim Kasherik of Highland and Wade Winkers of River Ridge, for the lineups and stats and information about both teams. Also thanks to Coach Winkers and Aaron and Adrian for joining me on our Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show for their thoughts after the 3-0 win for the Wolves here today. Thanks to all of our sponsors who help us bring high school sports to you, and thank you for listening and watching along. This has been Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school softball presented by Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on Dubuque Super Hits 106, KIYX, Sageville, Dubuque, and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered in the postseason by Tim Slack Auction and Realty, and H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical. Once again, your final, River Ridge defeats Highland 3-0 in our Division 5 regional semifinal. River Ridge will take on either Potosi, Cassville, or Barneville coming up on Thursday night. From the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, I'm Tyler Dictanis. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night from River Ridge High School, and we'll see you for more high school softball action coming up on Thursday. Good night, everyone.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
Dubuque Super Hits 106 is KIYX Sageville, Dubuque, a Queen Bee radio station. On air at 106.1 and online at superhits106.com.
All the songs I love.